All right, guys. Welcome back. Thank you for transitioning from the other stream that we just finished to this one. I wanted to be sure to keep them separate here. Let me make sure I have this up here. Okay. Let's see. This should. There we go. But yeah, I'm gonna obviously see what's going on with this Xbox Direct. What are your expectations for this today? I mean, I feel like Microsoft laid it out pretty clear. I don't think there's going to be any like major surprises. You ready for it to be trash? I thought you'd say that. Devil Shooter, you're saying the timestamps are up. All right, man. I appreciate that. That's really quick. Let me actually let me go do that real quick. Sorry about that. Yeah, Devil, I always appreciate when you get the timestamps up really quick like that. It helps a lot. All right, there we go. Yeah, so for me, the big game that I'm interested in seeing today, I feel like a lot of people are really interested in seeing Indiana Jones. I mean, I'm somewhat interested in Indiana Jones, but really for me, it's Hellblade. I'm very curious about Indiana Jones. Let me pop out the chat here. Devil Shooter saying the timestamps were easy today. Well, that's good. That's good. You think Hellblade 1 was overrated? I feel like everybody has that opinion to a certain extent with some highly rated game feeling like it's overrated. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. You think we're going to get like a shadow drop today or something from Microsoft? I mean, we have to get the release date. I saw there was I don't know if it was a leak, but apparently the release date for Hellblade is going to be like May 21st or something, which seems like a good time frame for that. Yeah, this is just the Xbox developer directs are kind of tough for me, similar to the showcases, because I feel like I know there's a like most of what I'm gonna see, I'm probably not gonna care too much about. I mean, I'm kind of interested in seeing more Avowed, but I just don't think I don't know. I don't think that game's gonna do it for me. I need to exit out of these. You guys see there's an Until Dawn movie being made, apparently. Your fish sticks are cooking. Dude, I haven't had fish sticks in so long. I eat fish fillets a lot. Not fish sticks though. It's been a while since I've had fish sticks. So it says this is premiering in 6 minutes. State of play in February. I mean, most likely, yeah. For those of you who were here for the previous stream, though, what did you think of it? Did you enjoy it? I had a good time. I think there's still more to be said. I think there's still more to be said on that topic. How's the drumming? It's still going good, man. I still play not every day, but multiple times a week. I still play on my electric kit, but it's starting to go. I have like this old Alesis electric kit. It's held up pretty well, but I still play on it, and I'm waiting for it to crap out. any day now. And when I do, I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do. If I'm going to buy another electric drum kit or an acoustic one, I think I'm going to buy another electric kit because I've gotten too used to being able to hook up like I don't know, my phone to it and listen to music and drum along with it. Let's hear it. Maybe when I upgrade one day. But it's expensive, though. That's the thing. Waleed is now a game cat, specifically a white tiger, says, MBG, any PSVR 2 RE4 progress? No, I kind of fallen off of it for now because I've been playing other stuff. And I'm going to be playing The Last of Us Part 2 remastered. I'm probably going to stream some gameplay of that tomorrow. At least that's my hope, anyway. So for now, it's on the back burner. But I'll probably get back to it at some point. Let's hear a solo. I mean, I'm pretty decent. I'd say I'm pretty good at drums. I mean, I'm not like godlike or anything like that. I don't even know if I would consider myself an expert, but I can hold my own. I'm not playing Pal World tomorrow. No, probably not. Saying you'll be happy if they show Gears of War. Is there any rumor that Gears of War is going to show up here? By the way, guys, do me a favor. This is starting in just a couple minutes. Hit the like button just to help the stream out. I need you guys to go back to the other stream and hit the like button on that. Too many people, dude, I'm telling you, man, too many haters just coming in, hitting the dislike button, trying to derail my streams just because they don't I mean, I get it. I guess hitting the dislike button because you don't like what I have to say is fine, but I can tell that people are doing it because they're like, it doesn't matter what I'm saying. It's just the fact that I'm talking about Microsoft. People get all upset. It's like, whatever, man. Like, grow up. Gears collection. I heard people talking about that. A Gears collection would be interesting. Justin, you're saying you already did. I appreciate that, man. Devil Shooter says, let them get upset. Yeah, I don't even have to try, dude. Let me tell you. I don't even have to try. Do I play JRPG PlayStation games? On rare occasion. Like, JRPGs are not usually my go-to, but I've played some JRPGs. What Slipknot songs can you play on drums? One song I really enjoy Slipknot song I enjoy playing on drums. It's from one of their newer albums. It's Slow Firth, if that's how you say it. I can't do it perfectly though, man. That's the thing. Like, some songs I can drum to better than others. Like, sometimes I do like almost my own take on songs if there's like certain patterns like I'm struggling with. But I'm also on a small electric kit too, so it's like I can't really play with full force, so I have to like be careful. Whereas if I'm playing on an acoustic kit, I can just kind of. It's been years since I played on an acoustic kit though, but there's just a different feel when you're playing on an acoustic kit. You can just go, man. As long as you have like ear protection. I used to play acoustic drums in a closed shed with no hearing protection, and kind of messed up my hearing a little bit, at least back then. 2 minutes. Yeah, Metallica fan? Yeah, I love Metallica. All right, let me pop out this chat now because this is going to start. So I am going to listen to this through my speakers. It shouldn't get picked up. It shouldn't get picked up on your end. It should be good. But if you guys hear like any kind of dramatic echoing or something, let me know. You shouldn't though. You definitely shouldn't. It says 60 seconds to go. Time to wrap it up, MBG. Yep, time to wrap it up. Is Scum coming to Xbox? Do you think you're saying my screen's too small? Do you think I should increase the size of my screen at the top? What do you guys think? Should I increase it? No. Hey says yes. That's good. I'm gonna increase it just a tad. There you go. That's fine. Just a little bit bigger. Yeah, dude, I love the PlayStation poster just sitting there though. You know, Xbox Direct with my PlayStation poster in the background. Let's do it. That's MBG. You're saying way too big now. Oh, hold on now. How about that? There we go. Whoa. Shit came out of nowhere. That might be echoey. That's pretty loud. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys are seeing a white screen. Hold on. PlayStation DOA. Is this it? Is this where Microsoft delivers the killing blow to PlayStation? Your eardrums exploded? Yeah, dude, yeah, I mean... This music they start with is always loud. Make sure it's in HD. Alright, we're good. You guys are telling me to lower the volume. I'm telling you, it's just that intro. It shouldn't stay that loud. If it's still too loud, let me know. I'll lower it. To say anything, but my lord, could you be more cringe? You want subtitles off? Yo, I'm pumped for Xbox now, bro. Let me tell you. That's what they know what I like to see. I'm going to put the subtitles on for people who might need them, okay? I know some people need them. So they're starting with Obsidian.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. I'm so proud to share with you our upcoming fantasy action RPG, Avowed. Avowed is an adventure into the heart of the living lands, a frontier at the edge of the known world, where you must put a stop to a mysterious spiritual plague and discover a secret at the heart of the living lands. At Obsidian, we love creating worlds with deep themes,
I didn't even realize
dynamic gameplay, and thoughtful reactivity.
It's
and
like
Avowed
distracting
is
me.
no different.
I'm sorry, I have no idea.
We set out to blend the believable and fantastical to give players a world and experience like no other. It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's strange. It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Aora. There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has a really personal connection to you as the player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world. And when it comes to encounters, our combat brings the best of the moment-to-moment fun that comes with action-oriented gameplay and the depth and breadth of choice that you get with an RPG. Here to talk more about Avowed's combat is Gabriel Paramo, Gameplay Director.
Here at Obsidian, our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly swap from spellcasting and sharpshooting to melee combat. We want to give you the freedom to mix and match your loadout to fit the way you want to play from moment to moment, uninterrupted.
Dude,
for all battles,
I'm telling you,
can
this
combine
looks
a
like
variety
straight
of
up
weapons,
Skyrim
attacks,
combat, and I'm
abilities
sorry,
for
like,
tactical
it just looks
advantages
not good.
against a wide range of enemy
I'm not a
types.
fan of Skyrim combat.
It's not just hacking and slashing.
At all.
You're making real-time decisions about when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks, blocks,
It
parries.
doesn't look like bad. It's
and
just
special
I'm not a
attacks.
fan of that.
If you choose to approach combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies at mid-range. Using the Tanglefoot ability, you can stop enemies in their tracks, giving you the opportunity to focus on weaker or tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled manner. It's important to pay attention to the types of enemies you're dealing with. Some units are extremely defensive, some are brutishly difficult, and others you must make sure you prioritize or their healing capabilities will put you in a tough spot.
Jay Shocko's like,
To
no,
help
it
with the
just looks
different
bad,
encounters
bro.
you will face, we provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched during combat. That means you can play however you want. Equip a sword and shield and charge into
Dude,
battle.
I feel like the only enemies they're showing are
Dual-wield
these lizards.
pistols and control the encounter mid-range. Or even dual-wield wands to feel like a
Kill all the
gunslinging
fucking
mage.
lizards.
You could use your enchanted wand to freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to shatter them. We've worked hard to keep you constantly engaged as battles unfold by creating a balance between pressure and manageability during combat.
Players will have ample choices for how to build and progress their envoy in the world of the Living Lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many diverse regions. Some quests in Avowed will have you make difficult decisions with profound consequences, like this side quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll explore on your journey through the Living Lands. As you're exploring, you come across the bodies of these fallen soldiers, and as you explore the remains of the battle, it's up to you to determine who, if anyone, is at fault.
Man, this Indiana
Just the
Jones game looks
four of us.
weird.
Manu, Kiri, Naoki, and me. Training under Captain Ruiki. Trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
In other words, you're a gang of vigilantes.
Guys like
Not that
Rookie,
I'm one to judge.
Here.
Rocky. Okay.
Take my badge. Take everyone's. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for them.
Making the right choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and gray areas,
saying these are the games I
trusting
should push
players to
myself to
make
play.
tough decisions in complicated situations.
You're right.
My squad and I
right now I don't
rested
have
in
much
the
of an
cave by the
opinion.
water
It's
last
just,
night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by
it's
those
just this
miserable
is not like
Zords.
this. I'm not
I was so
interested in Avowed,
surprised.
man. Like this is not doing it.
It was
for
so
me.
dark. I just got separated from everyone else. Look, I can't face those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it out. Of course he did. Sergeant Asui never has a thought he won't say out loud. So what did he tell you? That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid?
Dude,
that I
these
was a
names
dumb baby?
are funny to me. I don't know why.
I heard it all often and loudly. Wait, if you found Sergeant Asui, why is he not here with you? What happened?
At the end of the quest, you have a choice. When you confront Private Naoki, if you believe the story he's told you, you can hand over the badges and let him go back home.
You're right. Real battle isn't something you can prepare for, is it?
Saying the
It's not
voice
my
acting is horrendous.
No, they...
I won't
They should've
lie. Like
never
it's a
camped in
little
the cave.
weird. It's like
I'll take the
off-putting.
badges.
I don't know why.
I'm going back to Thirdborn.
Like just like doesn't match
But if
up
you
with
confront
what I'm
him,
seeing.
if you believe that he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor. Either way,
Saying this
when
is
you return
awful.
to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions.
Sounds like
and
a
the
modern
choices you
person
made
talking.
during
Yeah,
this
that's what
quest.
it is, dude.
Creating
just
an
somebody off the
immersive
street.
experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build. Art director Matt Hansen and the team have worked to create a unique, colorful,
DDP's
and
like, guys,
dynamic
this can't be
visual
real.
style.
From the outset, we knew that we wanted Avowed setting to feel rich, weird, and
That
wonderful.
guy's mustache is intense.
We found inspiration in a wide swath of real-world cultures, helping us create a unique RPG experience. By contrasting the vibrant with the dull, or verdant spaces with sickly ones, we can better deliver complex emotional experiences for our players. The Living Lands
Saying
is
it
a
looks like a
continent
Skyrim
of
mod.
untamed valleys with widely varied biomes, from luxuriant forests to volcanic wastes. And each of
It
those
does look a
regions
lot like
itself
Skyrim, like
is
it
a
reminds me
conflux
of it.
of storied landscapes. All of the regions have a lot of special things associated with them, but I have a deep place in my heart for Shatterscarp. As you're wandering the wastes of Shatterscarp, you might notice off in the distance a vibrant jewel of color. by transitioning
Winter storm
from
warning. What the
destitute,
fuck? Come on,
muted
man.
tones of a wasteland of sand and marching in
next?
towards
What's
a
happening
beautiful
now?
oasis. There's the opportunity there for life, for adventure, and even a little danger.
You think it's looking good so far?
We hope you've enjoyed this look at Avowed. We're thrilled to share more about the game in the coming months, and we can't wait for you to explore the living lands when Avowed launches this fall.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, there's no chance I play this game. It's just not for me. It really just is. It's not. I don't even think it looks like that bad. It's not. Fall 2024. Xbox Series, PC, Game Pass, PS5. I'm just kidding. Kidding. All right, what's next? All right, here we go. This is what I tuned in for. I'm excited to see some Hellblade. Let's go. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Don Matthews, studio head here at Ninja Theory in Cambridge, UK. We're now in the final months of development on Senua's saga Hellblade II, and the team is working hard to bring you an unforgettable journey into Senua's unique world and her battle for survival, where we have once again combined high fidelity and immersive presentation with a shorter, narrative-led experience that focuses on the things that we really care about, and that we hope you care about too.
You see how small you are. Do you see how the pitiless world stamps you down?
Senua is back with a new quest. She wants to stop the Vikings who raided her village right at their source, in Iceland. But not just her quest has changed. Senua herself has grown since the first Hellblade. She's made peace with her past and is no longer in such fear of her visions and voices. While the Furies are still her constant companions, she encounters new people along the way, some of which will value her unique perspective, and others who will reject it.
Little by little, this settlement became my tribe.
Is it? Wait, what did he said? A shorter experience?
In the game,
Did I miss
Senua
that?
arrives in 10th century Iceland on the trail of the Vikings who have been enslaving her people.
Somebody help me out
In the
here.
story,
What
we're trying to be as
looked away
faithful
for
to
1 second.
history
What
as
did
we
I miss?
can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then
No
building
way,
more
he didn't say
surreal
that.
elements on top. Senua will face up to giants
They did not
who
say
have
it's shorter
plunged
than
the
the
land
first
into
game.
chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the
think you guys
Droiga,
are fucking
a
up.
violent threat that has swept through the settlements that she'll discover. Senua will make new enemies and also new allies who will come to see her unique
They didn't
perspective
say
as a
that?
beacon of hope.
What they just said
And
is shorter
she'll
experience.
discover along with us
Shorter
how
narrative-led experience.
this
Okay.
viewpoint can have its advantages.
All right, so I don't think it's going to be full-blown AAA like I was thinking.
A sign.
I guess I just
Senua
wonder.
is a Celtic warrior who experiences psychosis, seeing things that
sure.
other people don't, hearing voices, and having unique beliefs about the world around her. To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the University of Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
What does that mean? What does that mean? It's terrifying.
Players will find themselves traversing beautiful and hostile environments, seeking answers from patterns and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level. With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
We spent a lot of time planning the motion capture shoots, thinking of what events would be good to bring into this fight. Like, how can we make this fight feel different from the previous fight? We have all new combat for the sequel. One of our key goals was the ability to actually tell a story throughout it. It does feel very different from the first game, but it's very brutal and you're very invested in it. Senua isn't a superhero. She's fighting for survival, and we want the player to feel her struggle in every step of her journey. We want the player to always feel like they just scraped through, just survived it.
Mel knows Senua better than anyone, better than I do. Her instincts are amazing, and she really doesn't need much help from me.
To the first game?
On stage, our main focus is storytelling. So I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful expressions on their faces, and then I have to wait a little while, and then I get to see that all again, in-game, in costume, on location, everything. It's a great experience, a great process.
Every discipline in the studio is unified in achieving a deep level of immersion to help suspend your disbelief and pull you into Senua's story. We were lucky enough to do a few reference gathering trips in Iceland. You have to be there. The sense of scale, everything is incredible. And you see a scene or you see a small section of the game and you're like, yeah, that works, that's amazing.
It looks pretty good to me, man.
Senua experiences reality differently, and a part of this manifests in the voices she hears.
She will collapse. She will collapse.
These voices come to life through binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of auditory hallucinations. As we focus in immersion, binaural audio is perfect for this because through headphones, you surround yourself in a three-dimensional space. In the first game, we only applied to the voices that Senua listens in her head. In this game, through a spatial audio technology and some extra little things within the game, there is music that is binaural. Every single sound has the potential to be binaural, so everything is spatialized around you, and it's a very beautiful experience.
I don't know, they're not showing a whole lot, I'll be honest. But maybe it's for
music
the best.
Is a strange language in the sense that it speaks to our emotions fast and deep. It's not only about quality, it's about personality. So when you listen to Hellblade, you know it's Hellblade. On the music, we are working with Heilung, which for me is a personal privilege because I really admire them.
Well, if it's a shorter game,
we feel their craft,
at that point, I'm going to be judging it based on the impact
it really
of the game.
Connects with her game and elevates it to something really special. We are also working with a heavy metal singer.
If those 8 hours are incredible, I've said this before,
they sing
like,
so beautiful, and we add that binaural touch of music. So
I think it does confirm it's not a full-blown
very special and unique experience.
Like, I don't think it's gonna be on that level, but
our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft
it,
life-changing art with game-changing tech, and that's our aim in Senua Saga Hellblade 2 is to not only see where Senua goes next, but to deliver something really meaningful for our players.
My hope is that they will really connect to Senua as a character, and even if they can't really relate to what she's going through, maybe they know someone that relates to that character and they can then understand that person better.
Well, I don't want to sound cheesy,
I think the first game was 6
in a way
hours.
I'm Senua.
I think it'll be longer than the first.
She exists and doesn't. It exists through all of our work, through every ninja. So we all are Senua, and we are creating this character that grows and grows and grows and grows and keep growing and keep changing. So that makes it real.
I'm so proud of the love, care, and passion our team here at Ninja Theory are putting into Senua Saga Hellblade 2. Our hope is to not only create a game that is great to play, but to craft an experience that leaves you thinking and feeling. From our combat gameplay through to our action set pieces, from our cinematic scenes to our puzzle solving, everything is crafted in service of Senua's journey. A journey that you can embark on May 21st.
Oh, okay. So the leak was right. All right, yeah, I'll be playing that shit day one. You guys ready for Hellblade 2? We'll find out ourselves. How long is it? We'll play it together. I'm looking forward to it. I'll try to play it on my PC anyway. I don't game on PC, bro. So that'll be an experience. That'll be fun. Damn, no PS5. No PS5, no. Unknown user guest. How are you guys feeling about Hellblade 2? Uh-oh. Square Enix. gameplay. Yeah, they haven't been showing off a whole lot of gameplay, but...
Greetings, Xbox players. My name is Masaru Oyamada, producer for the Mana series here at Square Enix. 聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの情報を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにいち早くお伝えできる機会をいただけて大変光栄です。コンソールゲームとしては約17年ぶりとなる聖剣伝説シリーズの完全新作。聖剣伝説シリーズは1991年にファイナルファンタジー外伝として誕生して以降、マナと聖剣をめぐって描かれる愛をテーマに個性豊かなキャラクターたち、心に響く楽曲の数々、武器の特性を生かして戦うアクション RPG としてこれまでに17作発売され長らく愛されてきました。本作は30年以上の歴史あるシリーズの最新作となるため、これまで培われてきた聖剣伝説としての世界をしっかり感じられるものを目指して鋭意制作中です。フィールドでは自然や精霊とのつながりを感じられる色彩豊かな聖剣伝説の世界を体験してもらえると思います。
You think 1 minute's too long?
シリーズおなじみのモンスターたちも本作に登場しています。
Wait, hold on. I can shorten. I think that is a little too long. I didn't realize that was the default setting.
今回これらのおなじみのモンスターたちを作り出した聖剣伝説の生みの親である石井浩一さんとともに聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの内容を紹介していきたいと思います。
Hello, I am Koichi Ishii from Gretz. I am so happy to introduce the newest game in the Mana series to Xbox players. 初期の頃からシリーズ作品に登場しているモンスターたちは私が考案したものですが、中には小学生の頃すでにイメージができていたものもあります。今作では初めはドット絵からスタートしたモンスターたちをどのような形で最新化して聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナに落とし込むか、デザインの方向性からモデルの完成イメージまでを監修する立場でプロジェクトに参加しました。聖剣伝説ファイナルファンタジー外伝を作っていた頃から自分の頭の中ではモンスターたちが立体的に生き生きと動いて、これまで自分が携わった作品ではそれらをどうやって当時の技術で表現できるかにこだわって作ってきました。最新作では聖剣伝説のモンスターたちのただ可愛いだけではなく恐ろしさの部分もしっかりと表現できているので、バトル中はモンスターたちの表情にも注目してください。
これまで聖剣伝説シリーズには空を旅する海を渡る手助けをしてくれる頼もしい仲間たちがいましたが、今作には広大なフィールド探検に欠かせない新たな仲間が登場します。陸上を猛スピードで駆け回ってくれるピックル。ピックルも石井さんが新たに考案してくださっています。
新たな仲間を考えるにあたっては、今作のマスコットキャラクターになるくらい可愛い動物にしたいという漠然とした思いがありました。その上で、ヨークシャテリアの毛並み、見た目はアルマジルによく似た仙山港や古代エジプト神のアヌビスの子供といった具体的なイメージが浮かんできて、それぞれの特徴を取り入れながらラフデザインを書き起こしました。デザイナーにもアイデアを出してもらいながら、足の長さや丸まった時のイメージなど、ゲームの中での見え方も考えながら調整を重ねていき、ピックルは誕生しました。
もう一つの挑戦は楽曲面です。過去さまざまなコンポーザーが携わられた楽曲の雰囲気が感じられつつも、最新作として素晴らしい新たな楽曲が生まれました。 BGM でもしっかり聖剣伝説シリーズらしさを感じてもらえると思います。過去シリーズの楽曲を手掛けたクリエイターたちが全100曲という大ボリュームの制作に挑んでくれました。新たな試みとしてフィールドの探索からバトルまでをシームレスに体験できるよう、今作ではインタラクティブミュージックを導入しており、冒険の没入感を高めてくれます。探索中の BGM がバトルに入った瞬間、アレンジが切り替わる様を実際に聞いてみましょう。
MRPD saying there's almost 1,000 people here watching, which thank you guys so much for joining my stream. Please hit that like button for me to help the stream out. I appreciate that.
今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。空中でのアクションがバトルの鍵となっており、武器での攻撃だけでなく魔法での攻撃も可能になっています。そして本作ならではの特徴として聖剣伝説シリーズではおなじみの精霊たちがいますが、その力を宿した武器を使うとバトルを手助けしてくれるようになります。精霊によっては様々な特性の違いがありますので、その効果とともに聖剣伝説の世界らしい不思議な力で爽快なバトルを楽しんでいただけます。
オリジナルモンスターやピックリにも注目してほしいのですが、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは聖剣伝説らしさを感じてもらえる作品になるよう、小山田君を中心にチームのみんなが頑張って作ってくれていますので、ぜひ発売日を楽しみに待っていてください。私自身もプレイするのを楽しみにしています。
聖剣伝説シリーズとして初めて Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにお届けする本作聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは今後も様々な情報をお届けしていきますので、ぜひご期待ください。この夏、この忘れられない冒険を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんに楽しんでいただける日が今から待ちきれません。
No Game Pass. Like, fuck Game Pass, bro. You buy this game. You buy it. There you go. All right, so we're moving along here. Moving on to Oxide. I'm not familiar with whatever this is. Like, I have no idea what this is. Empty those pockets. I guess they're saving Indiana Jones for last.
Hello, and welcome to Oxide Games. We founded the studio in 2013 with our decades of personal experience building some of the most beloved strategy games of all time, like Civilization V. We came together to create something new and innovative in a genre we all love.
So
Ara History Untold is the game we've dreamt of making.
Ara is an homage to historical gamers, strategy gamers, 4X gamers. It features all the depth and gameplay fans of this genre love, where you'll explore the world, expand your nation, govern your people, and engage with your rivals on the international stage. But it isn't just more of the same.
Extremely addicting.
With Ara, we wanted to challenge some of the preconceived notions about the genre, push it forward in a modern, empowering, and truly compelling and approachable way.
Reskin.
For example, we have over 100 instruments on display in the office, which are all things that we purchased in order to add to the soundtrack and expand the game and make it really good. Hi, Dan. That's Dan. We started in his basement. It's been an amazing process to see from concept to completion. We started small, building a robust game engine, questioning our design assumptions, and prototyping out features, rediscovering what made us fall in love with strategy games in the first place.
The end result is Ara, the historical grand strategy game that presents a living world where you can rule how you want to rule and chart your own path to becoming the most prestigious nation on the planet.
When I was
For
younger,
Ara, we knew we needed deep systems with outcomes that encourage exploration and give players the power to experiment and make meaningful strategic choices while still having agency over their playstyle.
They were like strategy.
We also wanted to explore more in different parts of history and give players from around the world the chance to see the game reflect their unique perspective and not just ours.
And finally, we knew that for players to feel the impact of their decisions, they would need to see their choices reflected in the game world itself, not just through numbers on a menu. One of the first differences you'll see when you dive into Ara is what we call the living world. It's a procedurally generated alternate Earth.
You're saying I'm the most closed-minded gamer.
Intuitive, authentic, and immersive space. A blank canvas for players to paint the society of their dreams.
I do try different
The living world isn't just a map. It reflects the choices players make over the course of the game.
I like what I like, all right?
They can see everything from the settling of the wilderness to cultural influence on architecture over time to the thousands of citizens living their lives and reacting to the changes.
I try this year.
We want players to feel like they're truly occupying the world, leading their people as they thrive and grow.
That's awesome.
Core to the vision of Ara is our
Xbox
philosophy
is dancing on
of
Sony's
rule
grave
how
after
you
this.
want to rule. And no feature better exemplifies this than the Prestige system.
Damn.
To win a game of
Sony
Aura,
didn't stand a
players will
damn
compete with their
chance.
rivals to build the most influential, impressive, and important nation the world has ever known. This is measured by prestige, the player's score that proves their worth as a leader.
The prestige system gives players the chance to decide what kind of leader they want to be. Do they want to pursue great works of arts and culture? Military might? Scientific advancement? The choice is theirs. In Aura, there are no set victory conditions. Players get to decide what is most important to them and focus and prioritize on those goals while still being able to win the game.
Personally, when I play Aura, I like to build triumphs. Triumphs are our collection of incredible monuments and architectural achievements from throughout human history.
I'll be
like the
honest
Great
with
Pyramid
you, man,
of Giza.
I think one of the
They're hard to
problems
build, but
with
worth
the
it,
direct
giving
format
huge
is
prestige bonuses
it
and
might be a
game-changing
little
abilities
too
to the
focused on
nation
the
that constructs
developers.
them.
Another aspect of
Like, I'm
Aura that
seeing
I'm
a
personally
common
excited about
complaint
is our
from
crafting
people
system.
being like,
The
dude, we need to
crafting
see
system offers a
more,
unique
like,
challenge to the
actual
player
just
that they
raw
generally won't
gameplay.
see often in the 4X genre. Succeeding at balancing,
be
gathering the
focusing
right
too
things,
much on the
turning
devs
them into the
themselves.
tools that you need, and then
Maybe not,
finally
I don't know.
getting to the outcome or reward of something like an important improvement or
We'll see how
triumph.
we'll see
just
how this
changes
ends.
the
We'll see how
challenge
it,
that
comes
exists in
together.
Aura compared to other 4X games.
Crafting plays out in Aura at a national scale,
Can you hear-
with players
wait, are you not
honing
hear-
and
are you not able to
combining the
hear
natural
me?
resources they harvest into all manner of goods and
Oh.
components. Those are the
Okay.
foundation for everything, from international trade to improving their cities and citizens' lives, and even manufacturing the weapons necessary to draft military units. The crafting system in Aura encourages thoughtful, advanced planning.
All right.
It rewards players who can see the strategic
I have to lower
outcome of
these
all their
guys because they
collective
just won't
decisions,
shut the
and
fuck
not
up.
just the
No.
individual ones.
I'm proud of the work that's gone into our
Apparently,
simultaneous turn
like
system.
I was sitting here talking, you guys
Many
just couldn't hear what I was
strategy
saying,
games have players alternate
so I had to
taking
lower
turns
them a little
and
bit.
reacting to their opponent's moves.
I was just trying to
In
say,
all players'
because I think it's
actions are
relevant
resolved
based
at
off
the
what I'm
same
seeing in the
time.
chat.
This rewards players'
Is it
ability
seems
to
like
navigate uncertainty, to predict
it
and
seems like
strategically
people
plan for a variety
are.
of scenarios in the moment. This system makes
There might be
Aura
too
just
much of a
feel
focus
more
on the
real.
actual developers
In a typical strategy
in
game,
this.
once your turn is finished,
Like, you know what I
have to
mean?
wait for a long
Where
time.
people are saying, like, we just wanna see more
Simultaneous
raw
turns, generally
gameplay.
speaking, those times are very low. You get to keep
We just want to see
playing the
more
game
raw
and stay
gameplay, and it's like it
engaged
just
rather
keeps
than
cutting
having
to the
those periods
devs
of
talking,
downtime
and it's
where
like
you're not doing anything.
I don't know.
It's not easy.
Just wanted to put that
sifting
out there. I'll put the
through all
volume
of
back up
history
though,
and picking what to
a little
include.
bit.
For Aura, we wanted to offer a fresh perspective, so we looked at cultures.
Dude, I'm
and
like
societies
practically
throughout
checked out at this
millennia,
point.
The broadest lens possible.
Where this approach really shines is in our leaders.
No offense
Leaders
to
are
this
so
game or
often
anybody who's
seen
into
as
it. It's just
military
not
personnel
for me.
or prominent government figures, but leaders come in so many different forms. They're thought leaders, scientific and cultural
You want to know what the devs
prodigies,
had for lunch
and
last
many
week?
more.
Each leader in Aura has a number of
No
special
disrespect to the
abilities
devs.
determined
I
by
like
their
hearing from the
personality
devs,
traits,
and it is called
as
a
well as
developer
powerful
direct,
and
but
unique leader
I don't
trait
know.
Informed by their
It's
contributions
just that's
to world
something I'm seeing.
With a diverse global roster, we know players will find leaders that they will want to play. And even a few that may surprise them with how fun it is when those leaders are handed the reins of power.
For us at Oxide, player feedback is the only way to really understand what you're making. It gives us that priceless perspective from the people we're making Aura for, you.
Building the game alongside real players.
You're saying
has
you kind
given
of
us that
disrespected
critical
them
player
already.
feedback.
Yeah,
In the end,
I guess you're
we believe
right.
this makes for a
Hey, I
deeper
appreciate the
connection
work
between
you're
the
doing.
players and
All
the
right.
game.
One of my favorite examples.
I know
is
I know
when we
game
first
development's
introduced
hard.
the
I
concept of
respect it.
dangerous
I do.
wildlife to the game. It
I
turns
just
out,
can't.
in our
I
first
can't lie.
iteration,
That
it was
just
maybe
hearing
a
devs
little
talk
bit
about
too
it, it's like
aggressive or
it's not
disruptive.
really.
We knew we should probably
I don't
make a
know.
change
Sometimes
when
it's
one of our
interesting.
insiders
Other
made a
times it's like,
forum
all
post
right.
That was just
Cougars.
Cougars, I hate cougars!
someone get these feline demons away from me.
And then they do shit like that.
I'm happy to report, based on
And then it's
more
like,
recent
okay.
feedback, that I think we ended up in a good place.
probably
with
should have
the
ended this
overall threat
segment at
level of
least
mountain
2 minutes
lions
ago.
To a player's citizenry.
It's been years of hard work to bring you a strategy experience like no other. And we're so excited that we can finally
MBG,
see
don't
the
force
finish
yourself
line.
to be nice. I'm just
We
trying
can't
to
wait
be
for players
fair.
get their
That's
hands
all.
on the game later this year.
Trying to
But
be
the launch
fair.
of Aura is only the beginning. We are going to maintain our insight.
You know, I
program
appreciate
after
the
release
passion.
date
I do.
And continue to
I
listen
appreciate
to
the
players and
passion.
support
People
the game
passionate
into
about
the
what they
future.
make.
On behalf of
I don't blame
everyone
them.
at Outside
Microsoft's
Games,
like, yo,
thank you
talk
for
in this
joining
camera.
us
Tell us
today.
your game.
We can't wait for you to play Aura.
Tell us about your
and
game.
Create your own history.
Fall 2024. So that's Avowed and PC Game Pass. That's not even fucking on Xbox. Are you shitting me? What the hell? There's no way they just disrespected Xbox during this Xbox Direct like that. No way, bro. No fucking way, bro. All right, here we go. Indiana Jones. I am fucking curious to see this, man. And they fucking open by showing developers. You gotta be... Come on, man.
Hej och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos Machine Games.
That's cool.
We are really excited to finally be able to share our work on Indiana Jones. Since the first film came out, Indiana Jones has always represented the ultimate adventure. Even
Shadow
today,
Drop?
it's
I don't
one of
think
the
so,
most
bro.
Iconic franchises in pop culture. In this game, you aren't just playing as Indy, you are Indiana Jones. You will see through his eyes and experience a journey that
Holy shit, it's gonna be first person.
The proud legacy of Indiana Jones. When Todd Howard first told us about his vision for the game, we knew we would be a very good fit to help bring it to life.
I've wanted to make an Indiana Jones game forever. I'd had this idea for what it would be like and the story,
dude,
what Indy was
that's
going
gonna
after, what
okay.
period
I
of his
gotta
life
see
it
this.
was in, what
I
kind
gotta
of arc
see
he
this,
was gonna
dude.
have. And as the years went on, I thought, who would be like the best studio in the world to make this? And it was my friends at Machine Games. I can remember pitching Lucasfilm on the game and being, a little bit nervous because, look, it's, Indiana Jones, and their response was just overwhelmingly positive, and just that excitement has bled through the whole project, and they have just been so trusting and supportive of everything that we want to do with the game. It's been a long time. I've been a fan of this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to show you what the team here has been up to.
Slow walk.
Let's take our first look at the new Indiana Jones.
Please,
game.
let's. I gotta see. I can't imagine a first person.
Tell you what you
Indiana Jones.
Dr. Jones. While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you. You're wondering if maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning instead of ending up here, dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
It's an interesting art style. It's not like photorealistic, but it's not too cartoony. Oh my god, it is first person, dude. That's wild. That's insane. I don't know why. That's just
different ways to
so
interpret the past.
That's an interesting choice.
Thousands of years of humanity's thoughts and beliefs scattered and buried.
That's Harrison Ford, right? Like that. Yeah, that sounds like him. Sure as shit sounds like him.
Can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
Watch me. Throughout history, mankind has built sites of great spiritual significance. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle.
So I guess it goes into third person when you're swinging.
I've had run-ins with these guys before. Trust me, it ain't a walk in the park.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
What do you mean if I can keep up? Patron of the fallen angels. Protector of the Chirkulimani. The Great Circle. You have any idea how old that was?
You're saying that's Troy Baker? Wait, no way. Dude, if that's Troy Baker, he's doing a great impression.
Indiana Jones is such an iconic character, and he means so much to so many people. Everyone here at the studio has their own indie stories and memories. Most of us grew up with his adventures.
Who said they wanted to know what the developers had for lunch last week? There you go.
He's a brilliant archaeologist. He's a charismatic everyman, he's passionate and determined. And for us, he's synonymous with adventure.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what he sees and feels. For us at Machine Games, we do that best through first person. It's the ideal perspective.
You're saying I can't argue this game? I mean, it looks pretty good, yeah. I'm surprised it's first person, man. Like, that is
personal to the adventure.
That's an interesting design choice.
Action feel like you're
but, yeah, it doesn't look bad.
Whether it's cracking your whip.
The whip gameplay looks pretty good, though. I gotta say, the whip gameplay looks pretty good.
All of these moments are much more intense in first person. But we still want you to have those moments. Seeing his iconic silhouette with the hat and the whip. And so for things like cutscenes and environmental traversal, we pull the camera back for a third-person view.
Ah, that's
Indiana Jones
that's
and the
like
Great
torturous,
Circle
bro.
is set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade.
When our game begins, Indiana is working at Marshall College. He wakes up in the middle of the night to the sounds of a break-in and rushes to confront the thief in the college museum. The mysterious giant of a man makes off with what seems to be a historically insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Is that Tony Todd?
Who the hell are you?
That's
Following
Tony
the trail,
Todd.
Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular relic was stolen, and discovers that things aren't what they appear.
He starts pulling at the strings of a mystery, and it all unravels until he has no choice but to see it through to the end, whatever the end may be.
On next plane to Rome, stop. Need help, stop. Meet me in Vatican, stop. Indy.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of game we were making. It wouldn't be Indy if he wasn't using his wits to get through the situation. The most authentic Indiana Jones experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
All right, well, they lost me there. They want me to think and solve shit. Yeah, I don't know about that.
From a disarmed guard. But I think most of the time you'll have more fun and, to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
We always want to be offering more solutions, whether it's trying a different path through the environment to get around enemies.
No, I know.
Observing
I'm just kidding.
enemy patrols and using them to your advantage.
I'm 50-50 with puzzles.
Or using the tools at your disposal, like the whip.
It's an amazing global adventure with action propelling you through your journey.
We have these really diverse environments for you to explore. Indy's journey will take him to the forgotten temples of Sukhothai, the pyramids of Egypt.
I'm seeing a lot of mixed opinions in the chat. I'm seeing a lot of people saying it looks
We
great.
look carefully at each location and the time period the game is set in, and we're trying to make it as authentic and accurate as possible.
We love creating rich, vibrant worlds, and in this game, we also had the goal of making it feel like a true cinematic Indiana Jones adventure.
One of the biggest ways to do that is with the music. John Williams is the original composer for the Indy films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for The Great Circle.
I'm already seeing the Uncharted 4 comparisons
We
here.
also take a very movie-like approach to things like cinematics. We're very physical with our production style. We use a lot of stunt actors. Things like this help us bridge the gap between making a game and making a movie.
And of course, our characters do a lot to help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy, Gina is our other main protagonist. Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
Gina is an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure. She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this determined American professor. Their paths are intertwined, and they'll need each other in order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
Fight. What do you mean if I can keep up?
We always love our villains and think we might have found our favorite one yet in Emmerich Voss. He's this intensely psychological man. He's obsessed with the human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly intelligent and the perfect foil for Indy. They're both brilliant people, compelled by their passions and obsessions, but driven down wildly different roads.
He creeps up on you and gets under your skin like he gets under Indy's skin. It's captivating.
Dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
One of our mottos for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is adventure first. But in every indie adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of hybrid experience that mixes melee combat, stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation is up to you. You may choose to sneak around an enemy patrol, or maybe you'll just pick up a shovel and whack them on the back of their head. And when you can't use your wits, you got Indy's most iconic tool. Just like you see in the movies, one of our goals has been to make the whip as fun and multi-purposed as possible. We want it integrated into every aspect of the game.
You can use it as a traversal tool to make your way around the environment. You can use it as a distraction. And yes, you can absolutely use it in combat. Everything you'd expect from Indy's whip, and hopefully a little bit more. Puzzles are a key feature in our game. The spirit of discovery is so important to Indiana Jones. Obviously, there are a handful of puzzles on the main path, but a lot of the puzzles are optional and are just there for the players who want to experience them. Epic traps, small secrets, and hidden puzzles that blend right in with their surroundings.
One thing I love about our game is the level of interactivity that we have. We have this world of mystery where anything could potentially hide a secret. The more you look, the more you'll discover.
Whipping simulator. The whip gameplay looks pretty fun.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I want to thank you all for joining us for our big reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Machine Games is known for creating these rollercoaster experiences with huge set pieces, surprising twists, and immersive narratives. It's exciting for us that we have been able to stay so true
Did they confirm
to the
it's
Indiana
open
Jones
world? Did I miss
franchise
that?
and create such an authentic experience while still being able to
Is that what they said?
showcase what makes us us. We are making a game for everyone, whether you are very familiar with the franchise or not. Because at the heart of Indiana Jones is an incredible adventure, and I think
it is linear.
that's something everyone wants to be part of. I'm also very excited to announce that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will be coming later this year, and we cannot wait to share more soon.
Rumor. The amount of face punching, though. There you go. So I'm assuming that's going to be like their fall 2024 game, right? Because Hellblade's coming out in May. So, is that it, or is there more? I think that's it, right? Outro sizzle. All right. All right, I'm gonna. So I'm gonna transition myself here to full screen, and I'm warning you now, something might play. Okay? So if it does, I'm gonna have to mute it. No? Is it all good? Okay, it's all good. Nothing played. All right. Also, why does it say 51 members? We were at 56. So I gotta up it. So what did you guys think? Xbox Developer Direct, first one for 2024. I mean, it was pretty good. I can't say I'm like super hyped necessarily. I mean, I feel like if you're an Indiana Jones fan, you're probably fucking like losing your shit right now. But Indiana Jones looks, I'm 50-50 on it. I am. Like the first person thing is fine. Like the whip gameplay looks fun. It looks fun to punch people in the face. So I might play it. But it looks pretty solid. Looks like Machine Games is doing a good job on that. Hellblade to me is the one I'm most interested in playing. Anything else, I'm not interested, honestly. So I don't know. It was I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was great. I thought it was fine. It was pretty much exactly what I expected it to be, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Dude, I don't. So when it comes to Avowed, man, Avowed's not looking good to me, like at all. More power to those who want to play it, but Avowed, that showing just solidified that, yeah, I'm not interested even a little bit in this game. The one thing about Hellblade that sticks out to me is they seemingly confirmed it's going to be a shorter experience, which maybe shouldn't be that surprising. But I don't know. I guess a part of me was thinking like it. I guess it comes down to it really comes down to what do they mean about a shorter experience? Like, do you mean it's going to be similar in length to the last game? Is it going to be? I guess it comes down. Is it going to be a $70 game at retail? Hellblade 2 is digital only and $50. Digital only, man. What the fuck? Like, well, I'm not buying a fucking Xbox. Because one of the things I would have done is if I were to buy an Xbox for Hellblade, it's because I would have also wanted to buy a physical Xbox copy. What? Are you serious? Dude. Oh my god. Whatever. I'm just gonna play that shit through Game Pass. This is ridiculous. $50 though. Okay. $50, that it has to be like a 10-hour game at most then. Which is fine. Like I've talked to you guys about game length before. When I play Hellblade 2, if I beat it in 8 hours, I want to know how are those 8 hours making me feel. If I beat it in 10 hours, how are those 10 hours making me feel? That's all that matters. If it's like 5 hours or something, okay, that's gonna be a tough one. But doesn't mean I won't enjoy it. Hold on. How long is Alan Wake 2? Took me, I think, about 20 hours or 25 hours or so. Is it Troy Baker? Yeah, I don't know. Whoever was, if that wasn't, I wouldn't be shocked if it wasn't Harrison Ford, but it sounded like him. So whoever was doing it, if it wasn't Harrison Ford, sounded just like him. But when somebody said Troy Baker, I was like, okay, I can kind of hear it. Corey, you're taking off now? All right, man. I appreciate you showing up, man, and hanging out. It's a good time. Thanks for the membership gifts earlier, by the way, too, man. It's Harrison Ford. Did they confirm that? Let me go check. Let me see what people are saying over here on the Twitter. Seeing some stuff about Avowed. Man, I'm not seeing a whole lot. I thought I would have. Yeah, okay. Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2 coming May 21st. Wishlist now. Steam, Series consoles, Game Pass, pre-install. Where was it confirmed that it's not getting a physical release, though? I'm assuming if multiple people are saying it, then it must have been said somewhere. BGC confirmed it. Okay. Will be a digital-only release costing $50. Similar length to its predecessor. Hellblade. The average completion time for Hellblade, it says here just on a Google search, 7.5 hours. So they basically made the same game, which is fine, but damn, I don't know, man. I think that it is fine, but it's like, god damn, dude, like this could have been it. This could have been the game that like they could have said to Sony, like, put that in your pipe and smoke it, man. Like, see, we can make the same type of fucking 25-hour insane fucking triple A-ness greatness all over the place. You know what I mean? I thought that would have been Hellblade, but it's fine. Yeah, that to me is the weird part. You're saying it took this long. That to me is strange. Like, the development cycle of Hellblade 2 is like, what, 6 or 7 years? It's like, I mean, if it's going to be like 8 hours, dude, Sony studios are taking that time and their games are like more than, like, almost triple that in some cases. That to me is the, you know what I think it might be? I bet you it's Unreal Engine 5. Like, I bet you that's what took up a lot of their time to learn that engine and take advantage of it. If I had to guess. But I'm still going to play it. I'm still looking forward to it. Shems, remember for 8 months saying, I feel bad for all the devs taking the hate blast now. Are they getting hated on? I mean, I don't know how people are feeling about it. Dude, to me, it was fine. Like, this Xbox Direct is exactly what I thought it would be. Nothing more, nothing less. The biggest surprise for me out of this Direct, the two biggest surprises were Hellblade being the same length and also being digital only. That's, like, I did want to buy a physical copy of that. Although I guess if I was going to consider playing it on my PC this whole time, I wouldn't have had the option to buy physical. But that and the surprise of Indiana Jones being first person, like, I just, that's so shocking to me that they would decide that, because you would think that's like easy, like third person Uncharted Tomb Raider-esque, right? But maybe that'll make it, I don't know, maybe that'll make it better, more unique. Common MBGL. Wait, what's that? What did I say that was an L? The dude says these games don't even look good. I mean, they look like Game Pass games. They are. That's what they are. Like, Avowed looks like a Game Pass game. Hellblade, knowing that it's going to be shorter, Game Pass game, makes sense. That's probably a smart way to go about it, you know, if you're trying to get people on the Game Pass. Indiana Jones looks like it's going to try to position itself as the big holiday game. Boss, bro, you got to get down, man. You're in the way of my chat. Come on. Ruben, first time super chatting. Appreciate that, buddy. You're saying, don't mind the shorter game length. We don't need to see Senua running around doing fetch quests. We needlessly stretch the story. Yeah, that to me is going to be what I look for when I play it. Like, going into it knowing it's going to be the same length. I enjoyed the first game. You know, I didn't feel bad that the first game was short. You know, the only question, I guess, would be like the dev time, but I do think it has to do with Unreal Engine 5. If I had to guess. You're saying you think it's because tight spaces and the whip combat, having it first person. Yeah, that's true. I will say that the whip combat for Indiana Jones in first person does look pretty good. It does look pretty good. It looks pretty fun. Yeah, Laurent. Yeah, I talked about that a little bit. If it's the same length as Ratchet, though, why didn't you complain then? Well, dude, I spent 20 hours beating the main story of Ratchet, 25 hours platinuming it. I mean, I could spend... Listen, if I enjoy Hellblade enough where I want to like try to get all the achievements and I end up spending like 15 hours on it, I'd be like, yeah, dude. Listen, I'm not complaining about the length. To be clear. It took you 7 hours to beat Ratchet? Dude, how the fuck what were you doing in that game, bro? How did you beat Ratchet in 7 hours? Were you speedrunning that shit? I don't have... Dude, to be clear, I do not... Listen, I talked about this in the past, man. Game Pass will protect games like Hellblade, where you can criticize Hellblade for being 7 or 8 hours if you want. Doesn't matter, because what Microsoft is saying is it'll cost you $11 to play it. That's how I'm going to play it now, knowing that I can't get a physical copy. You know, I'm going to pay $11 if I get fucking 8 great hours of Hellblade 2. Hell yeah. There we go. How could I complain, you know? Indiana Jones looks good. Can you all let Xbox have that W? Dude, my favorite thing is the Indiana Jones and Uncharted comparisons that are happening. People seem pretty excited about it. Yeah, I'm looking right now. People seem hype. Somebody says, "Can Xbox not have third-person games?" ? That's funny. Let me see. We got Jormic342 saying the problem with Xbox is that most of their games are in first person. Yeah, I guess that's where some of the criticism's coming from. Maybe Xbox and Sony have like opposite problems where Sony doesn't really have any first person games. Microsoft has too many. That's true. Oliver, member for 8 months, says, very underwhelming games. Silent Hill 2, Phantom Blade 0, Rise of the Ronin, Helldivers 2, We Are Good. PS has nothing to worry about, plus MGS 3, Wukong. Well, I'm tired of getting into these conversations with people when talking about like Sony's lineup and Microsoft's lineup. I think both lineups look good. If you think one looks better than the other, that's great. That's great. Like, I can confidently say that I am more excited about Sony's lineup than Microsoft's for 2024 at this point, simply for the fact that half the stuff that Microsoft showed, I'm not saying I wouldn't be willing to at least try it, maybe, but Avowed, no. Jesus, I'm like, well, that other game, the Mana game, that's multi-plat. What's the name of that Civilization? People are calling it a Civilization. You're saying Troy Baker is the voice actor? That's amazing. Dude, he killed it, bro. I couldn't tell. That's really good. That's an amazing Harrison Ford impression. Ara, yeah, like, dude, I'm not gonna play that game. That's not even coming to Xbox. That's a PC game. So the two games to me that stand out are Hellblade 2 and Indiana Jones potentially. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm gonna play Hellblade in May when it drops. Indiana Jones, we'll see. I want to see some more gameplay. I could see myself at least trying it. Yeah, Indiana Jones looks like it's at least worth trying. But I don't know. Like I'm like, I guess I'm just trying to say, like, I'm fine with PlayStation's lineup right now. It needs to get better. It does. Like, here's the thing about Xbox's lineup right now versus Sony's that's making Sony look kind of bad is Microsoft clearly has a strong first party presence this year, right? Like, even though I have no interest in Avowed, that's first party, that's Obsidian. Hellblade, that's first party, that's Ninja Theory. Indiana Jones is now first party with Machine Games. And so right now, Sony's really lacking in the first party department. And this is why I'm saying, like, Sony may end up leaning on second and third party games this year to combat Microsoft's first party lineup, but I don't know, man. I feel like, dude, listen, I feel like with Xbox, there's always some fucking caveat, man. And it's just so tiring. Yeah, sorry, I got 2 more super chats here. PS Gamer with a $5 chat saying MBG Microsoft Studio is not on the same level with PlayStation Studio. See Hellblade 2 and Indie, and just compare it to PlayStation Studio output. Yeah, no, you're correct about that. Like, I know people are going to try to compare Uncharted 4 to Indiana Jones. Dude, Uncharted 4's graphics are better than Indiana Jones. Like, it's don't get me wrong, Indiana Jones looks very good. It does. Indiana Jones looks very good. They have a good looking game, but it just reveals, like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, I think sometimes we just don't realize how fucking cutting edge some of these graphical achievements are that like Naughty Dog and whatnot are, and like Guerrilla Games are achieving. Hellblade to me looks like a graphical powerhouse. To me, Hellblade is Hellblade, graphically speaking, Hellblade in general is the standout game to me. That is a game that looks like it could go toe-to-toe and possibly win against some of Sony's games graphically. You know, Unreal Engine, you could tell Ninja Theory really tried to... I'm telling you, man, I would not be surprised if the bulk, at least half of Hellblade's development time went into fucking just ramping the graphics up to the absolute max. And it makes sense. You know, it's like, I do care about good graphics in games, and I won't lie, like, one of the more appealing aspects of Hellblade is it looks fucking stunning. It does. It looks incredible. So, yeah, but I will say, though, that, like, that's to me kind of the big difference where it's like, I don't know, what game would you say Hellblade 2 could be compared to directly that PlayStation puts out? What game would you say it's most like? IP Gaming, you're saying, MBG, I can name 12 PlayStation games coming out this year that look way better than all of these games. Helldivers 2, DS2, SH2, MGS3, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Ronin, etc. Death Stranding? Really? That's an unexpected comparison. Yeah, I don't know, man. I still don't think Sony's feeling the pressure. I'll be honest. Like, to me, this just continues to show that, like, Microsoft fans continue to make it seem like Microsoft is going to come out and fucking uppercut Sony. It's like, that's not what this was. It was good, and it's great. Dude, I'm happy for Xbox, man. Like, they did it. It took them 2 publisher acquisitions and, like, 5 studio acquisitions over the course of, like, fucking 7 years, but they did it. They now have a lineup, and it's looking pretty good, and they have Game Pass, and there you go, you know? There you go. They did it. But this idea that they're, like, out here uppercutting Sony, it's like, bro, Microsoft, it's fine. I am just thinking, like, Sony's probably looking at this like, okay, I guess we don't really have to worry that much. And I hate that. Like, no, Sony, please, God, I hope this was an uppercut to Sony. I don't think it was, but I want to see Sony get a little shaken up here, man, because we need to see them come out and be like, all right, we'll see. Secret showcase. Sony's secret showcase, bro. It's coming. Sony ain't fucking worried, dude. I'm sorry. Sony is not fucking worried about Microsoft. I had this conversation with you guys in the earlier stream, and I was like, dude, Sony and Microsoft are not worried about each other, and this absolutely reaffirms that, where it's like, dude, Sony is not worried. Sony's probably like, that's cute. I mean, not to be rude, but, like, probably it's fine. Like, look, what Microsoft is doing is smart for them. You want people in the Game Pass. Avowed looks like a Game Pass game that will get people in the door. Yes, potentially. Hellblade, Indiana Jones. Like, dude, Indiana Jones is going to get people in the Game Pass. Indiana Jones will probably be better received than Starfield. I fucking bet you. So it's smart, dude. Like, Microsoft isn't doing a bad job. It's just, if we're talking from a competitive standpoint, there is no competition here. And I know that that upsets some Xbox fanboys, but it's just, there isn't. And that's fine. Like, Xbox is doing their own thing. They're doing it in the way that they want. That makes sense for their business model. And Sony's doing their thing. Hell, dude, Sony might have to start taking some notes here, possibly. It depends. You know, I mean, if we talk about, let's see how well Hellblade does, because Hellblade, well, I don't know how much Hellblade costs to develop, but 9 hour AAA game, cutting edge graphics, narrative driven, $50. We might start to see more of that from Sony. It might make sense. We've seen that before to an extent from Sony, but I don't know, man. I think that this just highlights the true difference between PlayStation Studios and Microsoft Studios, where it's like, this is Sony's greatest strength, man. And that's why, you know, we have to focus on their greatest strength is also leading to ballooning budgets, you know? And Microsoft, I'll tell you right now, the budget of Avowed and Hellblade 2, probably nowhere fucking near the budget of games like Horizon and Last of Us and God of War. Probably nowhere near. And if so, something's very wrong here. But I bet you that it's like less than half the budget when it's all said and done. And, you know, from Microsoft's perspective, they're like, yeah, that's great. We can just drop it in the Game Pass. And so, while I think Sony does have this they still have a clear, distinct advantage with their studios where it's like, you can't match us. You know, like, you can't hit that level of graphical fidelity and that level of quality and make it a 25-hour full triple anus experience, right? But Sony's feeling it in their pockets, dude. Like, they're like, oh my God, the amount of money we have to dump into making this possible is insane. 18 May, thank you for the chat, man. You're saying Unreal Engine 5's nanite tech is crazy. Use it at architecture firm. You use it at an architecture firm. It looks like real life. Yeah, I will say, man, that's one of the reasons I am interested in Hellblade 2 is because it's like, it looks like one of the first UE5 games that's like really trying to push, like, this is what we can do on these current gen consoles with a game like, you know, like a game that's like not full blown open world and just push the graphical fidelity to the max. It does look very good. Let me see. We got Shadowlink saying, but MBG, were these running on Xbox? I don't know. I didn't pay attention to that. I know when they showed the last Hellblade trailer, not the one from this direct, but the one before that, I think it was at the Game Awards, they specifically said it was running on Series X. So I'm just assuming at least some of these games, were running on console. Dude, that's so weird. Yeah, that to me is the weirdness that is Microsoft still. You're saying you can't believe they had a PC like exclusive game? Yeah, that I don't understand that, dude. Like, what? I guess it's fine, but it's very weird to me that they still do that. Like, it's not even worth porting it to All right, so here's some new details about Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones: The Great Circle launches on Xbox console and PC later this year. Gameplay is in first person, cutscenes, and traversal segments. Why do I have trouble saying that word? It's so stupid. Those are third person. Takes place between Raiders of the Lost Ark and the Last Crusade. Solve a variety of puzzles to progress. Some secret and hidden. Explore to find alternate routes through levels. Options to sneak around. Watch patrols. Use whip to traverse the environment. Distract enemies in combat. Punching Nazis confirmed. Yeah, I'm looking at the screenshots right now. It looks good, but Jesus, man. Yeah, I'll be honest, seeing this shit just gives me even more of an appreciation. So, dude, somebody put a screenshot of Nathan Drake from Uncharted 4 next to Harrison Ford's model from the trailer, and this, to be clear, this isn't one of those ridiculous comparisons where it's like somebody's trying to purposely to get like a shitty screenshot, and there's a demonstrable difference. It's not even close. Show us. Hold on. Well, they have it in two separate shots. Let me see if I can. Give me a second here. I would even argue that this picture of Nathan Drake doesn't even look that good. Like like there are definitely better photos you can get. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring them up here. Sorry it's taking me so long. All right, so here's the picture of Indy. So it's a pretty good picture. It looks good. Looks good. And then here is a Nathan Drake photo. Why is this taking so long? Jesus. Where are you? And so it's like, I mean, hold on, let me expand the photos a little bit here. They both look good, to be clear. Trying to, I mean, it's like, Jesus, come on, man. Like you can't. Not enough RAM. Yeah. Yeah, dude, honestly, it's fucking insane that I feel like I have not been appreciating Naughty Dog enough in the graphics department. Like, I think I've started taking them for granted. You're saying it's called art style? I agree. I think, well, to be clear, there is a graphical difference here, but there is also an art style difference. The art style that Indiana Jones is using seems to be more like a less photorealistic, more, it has a kind of, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it doesn't look cartoonish necessarily, just a little, it almost looks like wax figure-esque. Illustrated, yeah. It almost looks like like a wax figure in a way. So like it has that realistic look, but it's looking good. Generally speaking, I think it looks pretty solid. I'll just keep that. I'll just put Nathan Drake's face over. There we go. This is the real game. We're coping. We already got this game. We already got this game. See? Dude, that is funny. I love it. All right, let's see what else is out here, maybe. Any other news or info on these games? Okay, so it says Hellblade 2, similar in length to the first game, 7 to 8 hours. Digital only. Troy Baker is doing Indiana Jones. Wow, that's good for him, man. He did a really good job. I actually thought I was thinking, dude, Harrison Ford's really old. I'm like, there's no way they got him to do this shit, right? Like, he's just like, leave me the fuck alone, right? Absolutely. They just said, he's like, leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered, right? People seem to be pretty ticked off that Hellblade 2 is digital only. That's weak, bro. I'm sorry. That's fucking weak. Oh, and there was something else I wanted to check here, too. if I can. I wanted to check Jeff Keighley's poll. How would you grade the Developer Direct? 31% gave it an A, 35% gave it a B, 18% a C, 14% D or lower, based on about 10,000 votes so far. Well, I wouldn't say it's a D. No, I wouldn't give it a C either. I give it a B. It's not an A for me. I feel like if you walked away from it being hyped for Avowed and Indiana Jones and Hellblade, then yeah, I'd say that's probably an A for you. I'm just reading what people are saying. All right, well, nah, it's just turning into drivel. Nothing new there. Nothing new there. Okay, let me head back over here. They were allowed to use his likeness in the game. Yeah, they're using Harrison Ford's likeness. I'm assuming he was cool with that. Would I say that this was better than the PlayStation Showcase? Probably, yeah. I mean, that's not a high bar to clear, man. You're talking about last year's Showcase? Yeah, that's almost anything could be better. Although, I don't know though. Like, I'm thinking, this is a great opportunity for Sony. Like, honestly, for them to come out and at some point this year do a fucking showcase, focus on first party, and just please just show some good first party games. See people disagreeing with me. You don't think so? You think PlayStation Showcase last year was better than this? It was less boring than this. I'll tell. Dude, I'll be honest. I don't like this developer direct format. This shit is boring. In terms of being engaged with the show, and I mean, you could make the argument that PlayStation Showcase last year was better than this just because, I don't know, they had a lot of third-party games, but it's a showcase, man. Like, come on. I'm not even going to sit here and fucking front. One's a showcase. This is not a showcase from Xbox. This is like the closest thing to a state of play. This would be like comparing Microsoft Showcase to a Sony state of play. If anything, it should go to show how much I didn't enjoy that showcase last year. But in terms of engagement, I was more engaged with the showcase. The thing I don't like about the developer direct format is it just gets fucking boring, man. Like, I appreciate hearing from the devs a little bit, but Jesus Christ, it's like, I don't know. It just, some of it just feels kind of forced. I feel like at some point it would be wiser for Microsoft to imagine if they cut this down from 50 minutes to 20 minutes and each segment was just the game being shown. No dev commentary or minimal dev commentary. Definitely not filming the devs, just the game with a little bit of commentary from the devs sprinkled in telling you what you're seeing. That to me would be way better than, I feel like if you were to separate the gameplay from the developers being on screen talking, 20 minutes is probably dedicated to the devs being on screen talking, and the other 20 minutes is to gameplay. And I think that creates an artificial, unnecessary extension where it's like, this shit shouldn't be close to an hour. But then again, people seem to like it, so. Ghetto God says, MGS3, Silent Hill 2, Rise of the Ronin, Phantom Blade 0, Helldivers 2, Spider-Man 2, FF7 Rebirth, Stellar Blade. PlayStation Showcase was better than the Xbox Showcase from last year. Stop playing. Well, to be honest, I guess I forgot how much shit they... Is that really all that shit was there? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe I'd have to go back and rewatch it. Or no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't rewatch it, but I could be forgetting some stuff. It was because the whole showcase wasn't really. It wasn't until the end of the showcase that things got dire. To be fair, when looking back at last year's showcase, it wasn't until like the realization that holy shit, Sony's not bringing any first party except for Spider-Man. And like these new games, they don't really matter because they're just CG trailers. That to me is when I was like, what the fuck? Because you're right, games like Phantom Blade Zero and MGS isn't exclusive, but I still got super hyped for that. I fucking got super hyped for MGS. It was awesome to see that revealed. Some good memories there, but I'd prefer not to rewatch the showcase from last year. Look, I'll be as blunt as I can right now. Microsoft just doesn't get me excited. They just fucking don't. Like, I'm not sitting here saying that Sony's getting me fucking crazy hype right now. They're not. Like, Sony's doing their thing. They got games coming. They're good for the next couple months. But and I could make the argument that Sony failed to get me as excited as I was expecting to get last year with their showcase. But dude, Xbox isn't doing it either. Like, I'm just not. I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm not trying to fucking downplay anything. It's just for me personally, I just am not feeling the hype. And I see how hyped some people are getting. And I'm like, I wish I could share that, but I just don't. Hellblade is the closest thing I get to that. And that's where I stand with this. So it was fine. I gotta think about if I'm gonna continue to stream these things though, man. Like, I feel like it's wise for the channel. Are you chewing my wires, bro? Better not be. Behind the monitor there, trying to do it secretly. Yeah, that's the thing. Is it? I feel like it's a wise thing to do for the channel, but I won't lie to you. If Hellblade wasn't part of this, I probably wouldn't have streamed it. It's just not. Saying that's literally your job. Yeah, I know, but it's like, I feel awkward at times because I'm just not. This is what I mean, man, as I'm seeing, like, dude, the amount of people I'm seeing, at least on the internet outside of the stream, that are like, yo, that was fucking great. It's like, all right, well, that's cool. I'm not trying to rain on anybody's parade. Anyway, in conclusion, guys, Xbox fucking sucks, and they still keep failing. So, shitty direct, shitty games. Indiana Jones looks like ass. Dude, I feel like there are people that absolutely wish that's how I was talking right now. Like, yes, this shit looks garbage. That's so funny, man. Maybe, dude, I should just start talking like that, even if I don't fully feel that way. It could I should just do it. It would make things easier for everybody, wouldn't it? It would. It would make things easier. The whole time I'm watching the direct, oh my God, this is some fucking Uncharted wannabe bullshit. Naughty Dog did this nearly a decade ago. What's going on? Clip that shit. Clip that shit right now. Helldivers 2 gone gold. Did you talk about that? No, I didn't even know that. That's great though. I'm excited for I said Hellblade. I keep getting Hellblade and Helldivers confused. I'm excited for Helldivers. It looks like it's going to be a pretty fun title. I'm not like super hyped about Helldivers. Like, yes, game of the year. I'm fucking super pumped. But I've been waiting for like a new multiplayer game from Sony for a long time, and this is the first one, and I'm like, I hope it's fun, man. It looks pretty good. So careful, MBG, your stream might get disliked. Uh-oh. Free advertising to clip it? Yeah. I mean, it's good. It is good when people clip me, because it really does kind of get my shit out there, Like, do you know how many content creators I've come across that I just didn't even know existed because of somebody putting a clip, like laughing at them or hating on them, and then I actually listen to them and I'm like, okay, well, I don't hate this person. I don't even know who the fuck this person is, but yeah, dude, Tekken 8's coming out real soon too. I keep forgetting. I mean, I saw PlayStation uploaded a bunch of videos and stuff. Well, I will say the biggest difference between, so I remember last January Xbox did a direct just like this, and the biggest difference right now between Xbox doing a direct this year and last year is last year I was saying maybe Redfall looks okay, and that was all I cared about, and then nothing else. Like, I didn't care about anything else, and I didn't really care about the Hi-Fi Rush Shadow Drop. This year's different in that Hellblade I do care about, and I think does look very good. And I could say that like for sure. So improvement overall, I'd say. But yeah, Foam Stars is going to shit on anything Xbox puts out. So that's my mic drop moment. See you guys. Oh, yeah, my bad. It's going to be baby steps. Yeah. He took boss. Yeah, I took boss with me. I'm out. I'm just going to let my stream run. Please donate while I'm living my life. All right. So with that being said, though, I am going to end this stream here, the Xbox Developer Direct live reaction. I saw people asking if I'm going to do a members lounge. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a short members lounge today. I am going to do one, but it's going to be real short. All right, we're just going to hang out for a little bit. Sony's secret nuclear weapon is abandoned. Yes. Somebody knows. Somebody knows what's going on. All right, but thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for watching and hanging out with me while we reacted to this. I'm going to set up a members lounge. It'll be a short one today, but I want to make sure to deliver that for all of my members. We 56 members today, which is good to see, and good amount of super chats. So thank you guys for the direct support. All right. Hit that like button, and I will catch any of my members in the members lounge in just a couple minutes here. And to everybody else, I will catch you in the next stream. Maybe it'll be tomorrow. Maybe we'll be streaming some Last of Us Part 2. So, yeah. All right. Till next time, guys. Take care.